We are back live here at beautiful Montague Foreshore, where we're about to bring an end to this 2025 Best of the Best sailing regatta here in New Providence. The A-class big boys are about to get started, and I'm Dwight Hart, joined by Captain Stafford. Plug, Cap, this is going to be bringing us to the climax.
Here we are for the finale of the finales today, the big class, the A-boys. Yep, should be a good race. We've got pretty steady wind right now. 5 boats made it into the final. And I'll give the names to you in just a second here.
Yep.
Oh, I'll pull up my picture. So our finalists in the A-class took the top 5 of the 7 boats that entered. Qualifying first, New Legend out of Long Island. Got the Running Tide, also out of Long Island, second. Silent Partner, Exuma. Third, Captain Gene, also Exuma. Fourth, and Ed Sky, I think is Ackland's, in 5th.
All right, and so those boats are currently trying to get to the start line. I'm taking a look right now. Captain Gene in front of us. I mean, that is a massive, massive amount of cloth that they're carrying for a main sheet. I hope they're able to handle that out there in the water. But before we get back to the sailing, we have a recap of yesterday's race. And so we're going to watch that and then come back and talk a little bit about this upcoming A-class and also about what else has transpired today. Welcome back, sailing fans. We're catching up to the start of the final qualifying race here. A-class sloop sailing happening out here in Montague Foreshore. 7 sails in front of you, all stretched out. And we're going to see who's going to blink first.
The first boat tacking over.
The Silent Partner. So Running Tide right now in first place. Legend going around in second. And then the third boat going around now. Silent Partner right on the heels of Legend.
Captain Gene coming cruising around.
Ed Sky.
Leaving those other 2 boats, leaving Rough Justice and Ed Sky in the dust.
Wait, yeah. Go, Captain Gene, go.
It's no surprise that those 2 boats are in front. Yeah, we have the Silent Partner doing pretty well in third.
This is going to be the last qualifying race to see who makes it into the top 5. It's going to be a foot race from here to the finish line. Look at that, look at that. Legend maybe by an inch.
Oh boy, coming right up on him.
Is this going to be one of those photo finishes?
Running Tide is in the lead, but New Legend looks like she's trying to catch him again.
First place goes to number 5, Running Tide out of Long Island. Followed hotly by another Long Island boat, New Legend.
And Silent Partner in third place the whole way.
We got Christian right here with me, the youngest skipper in the whole regatta. He's now on an A-class boat. Tell us about your experience out there.
We had to come back, and I'm happy that we got first this race.
Tomorrow is basically the Super Bowl of all sailing. What you got to say for the competition?
Well, you know how I go. Save the best for last, so go in there to tomorrow with blood in the eye, straight through from start to finish.
And we're back live here at beautiful Montague Foreshore. Dwight Hart along with Captain Plug, Stafford Patterson out of Abaco, and Cap. We're getting ready for the final race to end this 2025 Best of the Best regatta, the big boys. 5 A-class boats getting ready to get started. Legend sailed by David Knowles, Running Tide, Stephen Knowles, Silent Partner, Leslie Buzzy Roll out of Exuma, Captain Gene, Pat Smith out of Exuma, and Ed Sky. I believe Liam Brister is still on the tiller of Ed Sky.
Yep, qualified in the 5th.
All right, and Long Island would have had 3 entries. Rough Justice did not make the final cut. She, along with the Good News, were eliminated after yesterday's 3rd race. Well,
Boy, yeah, we'd have started about the B-class race that we had a little while ago, eh?
yeah, we've had one of the most exciting races, the last race, and we are hopeful that these A-class comes close to that, and anything close to that would be exciting enough.
It surely would be.
It was definitely a spectacle to see. The race got started, quick recap from just amongst us. Got started, Ants Nest jumped out to a tremendous 1 minute and 45-second lead from the first mark. Lonesome Dove literally had the top of her mast touch the sea. Crew members scrambling on the bow, on the sides, on the pry, wherever they could have found some grip to put some weight to one side of the boat to get her back upright. A tremendous save. She was at that time in close second, but because of that, lost some momentum and eventually lost her second place position to Susan Chase. And after Susan Chase had put the Dove in his rearview mirror, he then went ant hunting.
He did, yes, he sure did, and he exterminated.
Yeah, you better believe it. It was like an exterminator going after an ant's nest. And
in the post-race interview, Stefan said he had a plan. Let's clip the Dove's wings first, and then once he dealt with that, he went after the ant's nest, and he reeled them in good fashion and swept past them and came cruising down to the championship here off the Montague Foreshore.
Absolutely. It was just a sight to see. Great sailing out there, and congratulations to Stefan Knowles, who right now is one win away from again being crowned, triple crown here at the best of the best. He's done it in C, done it in B, and now he's going to attempt to do it in A. But there's some competition out there. The Legend has been performing extremely well, particularly in these lighter winds. Silent Partner, a boat that you have to always count on because you can't discount, I should say. She's been a champion here at the best of the best before.
Yep.
And Ed Sky as well. Sometimes shows her true colors here in Montague, and so you never want to discount Ed Sky either. So we may be trying to crown triple crown, but he's still got his work cut out for him. He's got to win this race, and as we saw in the last race, B class, anything can happen.
That's for sure. Everybody's going to want to get a good clean start, good anchor pull, get the anchor up, get your sails up at just the right time and veer off. But things can go wrong, so it ain't over by a long shot. It's going to be a really good race, folks. You're going to want to pay close attention. These are the big boys, the 28-footers, the A class. And if you're just joining us for the first time here in the Bahamas, we start with our boats at anchor with the sails down behind the start line. And on the signaling gun firing, it's heave-ho, hoist your anchors and sails, and go.
All right, we have some of our viewers on our Facebook page. Darrell Wells Sr. is watching, and he's got about 12 eyes because I see Darrell Wells is watching pop up over and over and over again. Darrell Wells, you have nothing better to do today other than watch some good sailing, I see. Naria McKenzie Halbert, I'm going with the Legend. All right, so we have a Legend fan. We know Darrell Wells is a Running Tide fan. And so, Darrell, this is the race that I believe Silent Partner is going to get you today. We'll see. And so we're going to get ready for A-class racing in short order. I believe I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 masts on the line. So
yeah, they were just now. They had Captain Jean under tow. Looked like they were going to reposition her or something. So she's just over here. I think this is Captain Jean here.
Okay, coming to the line.
Yep.
All right, so while we wait for Captain Jean to get to the line, we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back.
Get them, mate.
You still watching them little NBA clips on TikTok?
He soars to the rim.
What you mean? I ain't paying no big money to watch the NBA games. Big money? You know you go watch your favorite games live on SportsX, and it only costs as much as your lunch.
But that costs $5.
Exactly. Once you have a live fiber infinite, Rev Trio or Trio Plus, you get NBA League Pass and watch your favorite games on SportsX for just $5.
You saying it's like about chicken and fries? I watch the NBA.
Yep.
Say less. Where they sign up?
Oh, that's easy. Alive Fiber Infinite customers sign up at alivefiber.com, and Rev customers call 300-2200.
This holiday season, while you're enjoying time with the people you love, we're focused on one thing, making sure you stay connected. Because at Cable Bahamas, we're always on. From the heart of our network to every corner of our service areas, our teams are working behind the scenes day and night to make sure everything runs smoothly. Our experts are always ready to help, making sure you get the support you need exactly when you need it. When we're always on, you get more time for what really matters. More moments, more laughter, more memories, and more of the things you love to do with the people who matter most. This season and every season, Cable Bahamas is always on, so you can focus on what matters most, and we take care of the rest.
Welcome back to live sailing here in beautiful Montague Foreshore, where we still have Cap. I believe the winds have actually been very consistent today, blowing from the same direction.
Pretty much, yeah. I saw Dallas earlier, and I think they're going to sail the same upwind, clockwise course like we've done earlier today.
Yep.
They're lining up in the same spot as the B class did, and yeah. And we probably got a good 10 knots, 10 miles an hour wind. I'm sure the A boats would like to have a little more, but I'm guessing they're all going to have their big sails on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, we've got a team out there in matching bright green shirts.
Rodarian crew out on the water. Let's swing it out to them, see what they've got.
You know, Gerard, I don't know how lucky the minister think he is, but he has got to be unicorn lucky to give the crew of Captain Gene a chance to outduel some of these big boys, especially New Legend and Running Tide. They've been, you know, sailing above everybody else.
Yeah, far and above everybody else. But like you say, we're going to find out today if this minister is a leprechaun or something like that. Because he's been so lucky,
Yeah.
the boats that he's hand-picked, personally picked
Yeah.
to go sailing on.
Yeah.
He's actually won races every time he goes out
Yeah,
on the boat.
for sure. But we're getting ready to go in a few minutes. The first warning shot will be fired soon, and then we're going to get this one off and running. This is the last race of the best of the best. Get ready.
All right, so it seems like Captain Jeans decided to go with a lucky charm
There we go.
today, and we'll see whether Minister Clay Sweeting brings any luck to Captain Jean. I can tell you, if she does pull off the win.
And the 1 minute gun has sounded.
All right, so 60 seconds to go.
Crew's going to get the anchor rope in their hands there. Fry guy's going to make sure they're in position. Skipper's going to make sure all his ropes are free and clear. Sails hanging off the right side of the boom. Counting down the seconds. Running through that strategy.
Man,
Cannon warning. Hang on.
we should have the big boy going off very, very soon. So if you're here on Montague, cover your ears.
I'm watching the screen to see when the guys start heave-hoing. Should be pretty close now.
Looks like they're all jumbled up at the start, but it may just be because
Might be
of
the angle.
All right, they're pulling.
Here we go. They are off. Heave-ho. Hoist them anchors and sails. Let's go racing, boys. Boy, that makes me duck every time. All right.
Ed Sky, big sail going
New
up
Legend,
already.
hauling that rope for all they're worth. Trying to punch out in the front there, trying to get out in front of all the fleet.
Red stripe with the Kentucky Fried Chicken logo, the silent partner, sorry, on the sail, but I don't know.
The guys
Sail.
on New Legend in pretty good synchronization, getting that anchor rope in, getting some good forward momentum going, getting the sail up at the same time. See
Gene
number
right
5
now,
there,
the last one.
side.
Yep, sorry, Gene last to get the sail up, still struggling.
KFC sheeting off. Silent partner there. So, Legend really punching it right up into the wind. Right up into the wind. Got the sails up nice and tight.
All right, Gene's still struggling. Man, I believe that sail may just be just a little bit too big for that boat.
That sail is huge. Headboard. So, Legend, Running Tide. Silent partner. Clear the line.
Three across, three abreast.
Slicing through Montague Bay.
And you can see Silent Partner crew giving instructions. Keep that boat pointed to the right.
Legend, Tide, Partner. Three abreast. Coming off the start line.
5 starting to edge ahead just a little. You can see the number starting to disappear behind A1.
Yep.
That tells you that she's edging ahead.
Ed Sky and Captain Gene over there on the left side of your screen.
All right, let's go live to Rodari and Gerard out there on the water.
All right, Gerard, who got the cleanest start?
The cleanest start was the Legend. They all got good, fair start, so no excuses moving forward. So that's the race to the windward mark.
Yeah, you know we're looking for redemption, right? Leon Briscoe.
I know. But I don't know if he's up for the task in the boat he's in.
Yeah.
Against these two powerhouses in the New Legend and the Running Tide.
So you think going up right now, the first tack is going to be pivotal?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And as you can see, everybody's heading southeast right now. So
everyone's in the same course. Everyone's
same course, right?
Everyone's making a decision. So the first person to
they're
make a
waiting
decision
for the
now.
first person to blink.
Who do you think that's going to be?
It's going to be one of the boats that are trailing.
Okay.
So right now you have the Legend. The Running Tide coming out around the Legend. So he's gonna make the Legend have to make a decision in short order.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. Back to you guys.
All right, we got the trackers up, and you can see the brown is New Legend, pink is Running Tide, light blue is the Silent Partner, dark purple Captain Gene, and the light green Ed Sky. Silent Partner showing 5.2, Running Tide 4.5, Legend 5.2, Ed Sky 4.9, Captain Gene showing 6.6. Unbelievable. Where is she getting that kind of speed from?
That big sail, perhaps. So a little too early yet to say who's out in first place or anything like that yet, folks. Just a couple minutes off the start line there. We start tacking to get up that windward marker there. Perhaps we'll have a better idea. Right now we got a great shot of the Running Tide and the New Legend, A1.
And they're all neck and neck right now.
You know, I'm kind of inclined to say that I think Running Tide has a little more speed on the Legend right now.
Yep, seems to be powering just slightly ahead. And just look at all of those spectator boats and committee boats. Everybody out to watch this.
This is the
final race.
Most favored class currently, the A class, the big guys, big boats.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, they are a handful. If you're on the tiller, I've been there many times before, they are a handful. You get those marker roundings and it's close with a couple other boats. You really got to be on your game if you're going to advance your position. It's tough.
All right, and so like Gerard was talking earlier, somebody's going to have to blink first. I believe Ed Sky has blinked without being a part of the initial threesome and is now coming back on a port run. She's going to come at the bottom of the top three boats.
I'm a little surprised at the sideways separation between those three all of a sudden there. I'd say maybe the Legend.
And the Legend, I believe now, has decided that she's gone far enough and she's coming around. Well, not quite yet. Maybe they weren't ready.
Oh. If they slow down there, kind of hard to see the spectator boats there.
Maybe just tightening up the main just a little. I thought they were ready for the swing, but apparently not. And you can see the distance, how much further down on the course Ed Sky is.
Yep, Ed Sky at the bottom there coming across.
Yep, Captain Bristol is going to try something totally different and see if he could make up for the heartbreaking loss in B class earlier today. Calvin Roll in Mississauga, Canada. Hey, Calvin, keep watching. Race just got started.
New Legend tacking over.
All right, New Legend finally decided to tack.
Let's see how quick they can do it.
And let's see whether Running Tide reacts right away.
Tide's holding steady for now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
a little bit different strategy. Running Tide maybe trying to cover Silent Partner a bit.
Silent Partner going way out there. There we go on the trackers.
All right, you can see the light blue is Silent Partner, and the pink is Running Tide. The brown going below is the New Legend. Captain Gene seemingly going in a totally different direction from the rest of the fleet. Ed Sky in the green, crossing at the bottom.
So the Legend's going to try run a different line, see if they can pick up some wind shifts or wind lift. Nice shot from the drone there.
Yep, picking up Running Tide to the bottom and Silent Partner to the top. And if you're hungry, just look at that logo on the sail on Silent Partner.
No doubt about
Kentucky
who's
Fried
sponsoring
Chicken.
them.
Absolutely. And first time we've seen this sail in this regatta, so who knows? KFC may bring them some luck.
Not all the way up to the top of the mast.
Diane Smith is sending a shout out to the crew of the Silent Partner. Let's go, Silent Partner. All right, and we can now see Legend and Ed Sky coming towards each other, and we'll see who is cutting who. I believe the Legend should be
the Legend cutting Ed Sky.
Cutting Ed Sky, yes.
And there she goes.
Legend going across. But Running Tide and Silent Partner still going straight out. These guys are probably going to do a one tack to the mark.
So definitely some interesting different strategies going on here. We'll see how it shakes out when they get up to the first marker there.
This course looks similar to what Ants Nest would have done in B class on their first lap.
Yeah, when they went way out.
Way up before they came around.
Yep.
And came powering to the mark.
And it worked great for them.
Absolutely. So maybe Buzzy would have seen that, decided to try it. Stefan also knew that it worked for Ants Nest, so possibly trying to hold off what he thinks the Silent Partner can do from up there. The Silent Partner definitely a lot higher at the moment than Running Tide, but we'll have to make up some ground to meet her once they make a move back to the mark. In the distance, coming from the back, would be Captain Jean.
Yeah,
she's
she's
got a long
have
way
a
to go.
good start there. They didn't get off the line too clean, and they I don't want to say floundering, but they've had some problems. Gone way out on the edge. Of course, now they're coming back. A little down on speed, 4.9.
Silent Partner showing 6.3. Running Tide 4.7. Legend 5.1. Ed Sky 4.7. Gene 4.1. So right now, Silent Partner.
He found a little extra.
Yep. Now Running Tide 5.4. Silent Partner 5.4. Running Tide 5.6. I love this technology.
This is great. Real time. This is where the boats are out on the water.
Man, and they are almost out of sight. They are almost out of sight. Like almost over to Luther at this point.
They are way up there, no doubt about it.
This is going to be a one tack to the mark.
It's quite a gamble, but you never know. It might pay off.
All right, Silent Partner now coming back. She's now going to make a run now to the mark. Let's see how far up Running Tide has to go before he covers. And this shot here shows Ed Sky and New Legend making their way to the mark. Running Tide yet to tack. Maybe she had to do a lot more covering.
Well, you know, Stefan's going to do what he's got to do to get to the front of this pack, hold it, and win this race.
All right.
Brown again.
Running Tide finally tacking. And so the big reckoning is about to happen in a couple of seconds, couple of minutes, as 4 boats are going to be merging to the mark two coming from one direction, two coming from the other direction.
Here they come, folks.
And there you can see it. Running Tide slightly on top of Silent Partner. But they're almost neck and neck. But coming from below is the New Legend. And who's going to get to that meeting point first?
Going to be tight. Great shot there. Number 5, Running Tide. KFC, Silent Partner.
81. And so two coming from one direction, two coming from the other.
How's this going to shake out? Everybody wants to be first around that marker. Everybody wants to get out front and get the clean air. We've seen other boats accelerate like crazy after clearing that marker there. Come storming down towards Montague Foreshore.
All right, I believe we're going to
Getting a little closer.
get a fair idea
This is the tide.
as the tide comes across Ed Sky for sure. But is she ahead of the Legend?
So well clear of that sky. Tide is coming in on port tack. They would be disadvantaged.
I think she's cut the Legend as well.
And Running Tide has cut the Legend.
All right, and now let's see whether the Silent Partner is doing the same.
Still too early to say who's first. We'll wait till they get to the marker. Who goes around first is first. Right now, it's too close to call. Got some good action going out here in Montague Bay.
Silent Partner coming across Ed Sky.
Silent Partner's got Ed Sky.
And I don't see anybody moving, so I believe she's going to cut the Legend as well. Running Tide around the mark in first place. Stephen Knowles shooting for the Triple Crown. And he's around in first place. It's going to be Silent Partner in second. And once again, Stephen Knowles showing that he knows his stuff. Tough to beat out there on the water.
Clear around the marker. Going to reach down towards the Montague Foreshore here. At some point, they'll need to jibe the sail. They may wait until they get down here to the leeward marker. Meanwhile, Silent Partner coming up to the marker.
Followed by the Legend. The Legend is going to go around in third place. But with that massive, massive main sheet, she should be able to make up some ground on this bad lap or bad leg as they make their way to Montague Foreshore. And so Silent Partner is going to have to keep their eyes on that monster coming from behind.
No doubt about that.
While the rocket ship in front is speeding away.
We get a little further down the course and go back to the trackers.
Yeah.
See if they're going to take the D line right straight to the leeward marker, or if anybody's going to go out wide, try to find some extra air.
Melanie Fox, let's go Running Tide. Katie Bach, good luck to the captain and crew of the Silent Partner. Deandra Roll, go Uncle, Silent Partner. April Cartwright Miller, let's go Stefan. All right, and we're going to swing out to the water. Gerard, and Rodari.
All right, Gerard. Running Tide is opening up a lead now on Silent Partner. And you were saying earlier that the same thing that he did to the Legend, now it looks right.
Yeah. So at the beginning, the Legend shouldn't have stayed where he was if he was really trying to beat the Running Tide. He should have tacked away. He took too much of that barrier from the Running Tide, and it cost him a second place position right now as we speak. And he ended up doing this exact same thing to the Silent Partner when they came head to head.
whose decision is it to kind of say, hey, guess what, let's back off? Is it really the bowman to say, hey, guess what, we're getting this bad here, pull off, or is it actually the skipper?
It's the bowman to make the suggestion to the skipper, and if the skipper agrees, then he should say, okay, yeah, let's go get our own clean air.
Okay.
Let's go on the other side.
All right, so far, Running Tide is running away with this one. It's the first lap. We'll see if anything changes, but I got to say, Stefan is staying true to his name. He may get a triple crown.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it.
Yeah. All right, back to you guys on set.
Yeah, well, you know what? Just like we saw in the B-class race, it can change quick and furiously. So we'll see how it goes. I noticed as they came around the marker that we got 3 different lines going on here. Kind of spread out a little bit instead of going one behind the other. And so each skipper looking for the best wind line. See a little bit of the separation there on the trackers.
Well, I could tell you, there is a big separation going on right now between Running Tide in first place and Silent Partner, who now is going to be in a dogfight with the Legend for second place.
You know, Dwight, if I remember correctly, it seems like just about every class that we've raced out here in Montague Bay today, the boat that gets out in the front, after a while, all of a sudden they just, boom, they just accelerate away from everybody.
Yeah.
Lady Agnes, you know, in the E-class this morning, they put a good lead out there.
Yep.
And we saw it in the B-class.
Yep.
Man,
Also in the C.
Yeah, sir. So we'll see what happens here in the A. Right now we're still fairly close with the top 4 there. Captain Jean in the back. She's just coming around the marker now, I think, or she's clear. No, she's clear. They're on wing on wing.
Not yet. Still
they're
coming.
Still going up to the wind. Okay.
Still coming.
So the top 4 are around. Number 5 yet to clear the marker. Silent Partner out wide.
Yep. We have the Running Tide to the left, Silent Partner to the right, Legend to the left, Ed Sky back to the right, and Captain Jean just limping away around the mark at the moment.
Well, I imagine the Running Tide is just going to make a beeline for the leeward marker. The other boats, you know, that are behind, they're going to go out wide a little bit, see if they can gain any advantage, maybe improve their position. But they got the work cut out for them. They're going to catch the Running Tide. Meanwhile, Captain Jean coming around the windward marker. All clean. And they'll start bedding down towards the leeward marker.
All right, I don't know if we can get the trackers back up again. It'll be nice to see whether the Legend has, at this point, overtaken Red Stripe and the speed difference. And all right, so no, Silent Partner still holding on to a slight lead. She's running up to 6.2. Legend getting up to 6. Running Tide 5.4. Ed Sky from the back 6.4. Captain Jean, I mean, she's showing top-notch speed, 6 knots, but still trailing at this point. Running Tide and Legend bouncing up to 6 knots. Silent Partner falling off just a bit, but still managing to hold on. It looks like to second place. Silent Partner, that is.
Second and third, they're pretty close there looking at the trackers.
Yeah, side by side.
Which is great, yeah, side by side, absolutely. Let me tell you, when you're out there in the water on one of those boats and you're side by side, sometimes you're just silent, looking ahead. Sometimes you're yelling obscenities back and forth. You know, it's just part of Bahamian sloop sailing. It's all a good-natured thing. I think we mentioned before that you hate each other's guts when you're out on the water, but the minute you cross the finish line, you come ashore. We're all good friends, and we have fun at the bar, resailing the race and making fun of who did what. Good competition going on out there.
Well, once these boats get down to this marker near to the foreshore, they're definitely going to have to try to come up with a new strategy to catch Stefan, because they're not going to catch him following him around the course.
No, sir. They have accelerated away from second, third, and fourth, and just stepping right out. Good clean air.
And just look at the distance now. I mean, it's Yeah, okay. Stefan, take a coffee break right now because running tide now is just running away from the rest of the guys.
And yeah, based on the running tide's performance in this regatta, they could stop for a moment.
Yeah.
And drop the sails.
Yep.
And they wouldn't lose a position.
Yeah.
They did a couple days ago. They got sailed into irons by mistake and dropped the sails, lost 2-3 positions, put the sails back up, got going, and by doggone, they got to the marker and they were in second place again.
Well, we had a little bit of excitement at the beginning of the race, but I believe that we are now going to just watch running tide just sail away from the rest of the fleet. And unless there's some mishap, some mistake, which can happen, broken piece of equipment, we're just going to watch a follow the leader race and see who's going to duke it out for second and third right now between the Legend and Silent Partner. But running tide right now is starting to develop a dominating, commanding first place lead.
Sure, certainly living up to the spirit of her name. A good running tide, run pretty quick. I need to inquire as to the origin of the name. You think it'd be pretty obvious just with...
All right, we have Rodari and Gerard ready for another report.
So stand by. All right, now, Gerard, this is where you say that the Legend has an advantage during the betting process. So I think she's inching out Silent Partner right now, but I don't see anybody catching, obviously, the running tide. But right now, the battle may be between second and third.
Yeah, the battle is definitely for second and third, but keep in mind, it's still also the first lap.
Yeah.
So the Legend have a bigger sail. They're on the bed. So we expect him to at least either pass or get closer to the Silent Partner because of the sail material difference.
Right. I mean, he's not past him yet?
No, he's not really past them. They're neck and neck. And what's going to happen is, as they get to the marker, the Legend is actually going to have the first right away to the mark, around the mark.
All right.
So he will go around this marker in second.
Okay.
Providing there's some drastic, unforeseen situation.
All right, no problem. All right, guys, back to you guys.
Yes, so we're back, and we've got our eyes focused on Montague, the harbor, where the 5 qualifying boats in A-class are making their way down to this mark that's will end up being our finish line after the second lap, and they will check around, head back up just off the eastern end of Paradise Island, and then make their way back southeast to Dix Point, and then finish back here in the Montague Foreshore. But right now, running tide putting on a show as she makes her way down. Cap, I will go out on a limb a little bit to say it looks like the Legend maybe shortening the distance slightly between herself and the running tide. She's definitely gone by Silent Partner at this point.
Yeah, she's exercising that big mainsail they got there. They might have put a little bit of closure on running tide. They still got the work cut out for them, though. Tide's about to clear the leeward marker, start heading back up to finish the first lap. So Legend in second, Silent Partner in third, Ed Sky in fourth, Captain Gene in fifth. Nice shot from the drone there.
Yep, and definitely
first, second, and third.
Showing the difference between first, second, and third.
Yeah, Legend, she definitely, from that last marker there, she's definitely stepped out on the Silent Partner.
But not necessarily getting very close to the running tide.
Yep. But have an opportunity on the next upwind.
Try something different.
Yeah, a little different strategy maybe. Don't play follow the leader. Maybe go way out to the eastern end of the course. See if you can bring it back in tight to the marker and then have the run right down here to the finish. The running tide getting ready to jibe. Gonna bring the mainsail over one side to the other real quick. Duck your heads, that boom is heavy. And there she goes, boom over. Crew's nicely coordinated, got the prize out, got the bodies out on the prize. Beautiful rounding there, no loss of momentum.
Well, Stefan did indicate earlier on the B class that he's got his #1 crew sailing today. And so they came prepared to win these races today.
Be prepared, that's what the Boy Scouts teach you. A1, a legend, coming on the marker, they'll have to jibe as well. They want to have a clean jibe, just like running tide did. They stick the boom in the water when it comes over to the other side there. That's going to slow them down. Trust me, it's like putting on your parking brake, skidding tires. Slows you right down. So they want to coordinate the prize and the crew. Here comes the boom and the sail. Nicely done. There they are, sails around, prize going out. Crew counterbalances. Trim the sails. Another textbook jibing from the new legend.
All right, and now we'll see whether they are going to change strategy. Are they going to just try to chase down running tide, or are they going to attack away and maybe force running tide into some type of attacking duel?
I kind of feel like they're both just going to sail straight to that marker where they'll finish the first lap. Straight up.
Oh, yes, yes. No reason to attack now because you have to go around that marker. Yes.
Then when they get there, then they can start tacking over to
yes.
marker off the point there.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, yeah, overhead shot from the drone.
Silent partner, KFC, about to go around the mark in 3rd place.
Okay, they're bringing their prize in, getting ready to jibe their sail over. Prize to the middle, weight to the middle, sail over, prize out. Keep the boom out of the water. Good job. Get some weight out on the prize. Trim the main in tight, trim the jib in tight. Clear the marker and set off for the next one.
All right, so your top 3 boats around, and the 4th boat, Ed Sky, about to go around. Only leaving Captain Gene to bring up the rear.
So in comparison, whereas the like the C-class boat said the other day that it's like putting a big engine on a small car. You put a 500 horsepower engine on a cube, you're gonna have something to handle. These A-class boats, in comparison, they handle like a Mack truck. Trust me, they don't maneuver very quickly. You really got to be thinking about your next move a few seconds before it happens. Very tricky handling. But once you've got it dialed in and whatnot and get a feel for it, it's exhilarating.
All right, interesting analogy. Driving it like a Mack truck. Big boys.
Big, heavy. Got to be thinking about, you see how they go wide around the corners. They have to go out and then make the turn. Yeah, A-class is like driving that. It's challenging, but it's a lot of fun.
Almost have to predict where the boat is going to be before you make a particular turn.
Yep, and sometimes you get collisions when you have these tight marker roundings and whatnot. You think you're going to go the right way, you push the tiller. Next thing you know, the other guy went the way opposite from the way you thought he was going to go, and you have a little collision. It happens. I don't want to say rubbing is racing, but contact happens in this sport. You try to avoid it because all that does is slow you down, damage your boat or the next guy's boat. But contact does happen. You're pushing things to the limit.
All right, as the boats make their way to this check mark and then head upwind again, we will see whether there's been any change in the distance. Tracker coming up.
Captain Gene coming down to the leeward marker now.
And all of the boats now almost on a direct course, one behind.
Yeah. Yeah, no advantage attacking away now. You just want to sheet in, get as much boat speed as you can, get up there, and then start attacking.
Silent Partner showing 6.2, Running Tide 5.9, New Legend 5.4. Ed Sky busting it open at 6.2.
And I don't think tide's going to be a factor. Well, let's see. Let me just verify exactly where we are on the tide. Yeah, tide is low and then coming up. So, yeah, if anything, tide would be sweeping the boats faster towards the east. So, no factor there if they go out in the channel from the tide. If anything, it would be a gain.
All right, I think Running Tide is about to get up on the mark where the start lines initially was.
Yeah, this will complete the first lap.
And this would complete, yes, that first lap.
They're a little low on the marker there. They're going to have to punch it up into the wind. They're not as close to the Legend in second place as the camera angle makes it appear. There is a fair amount of distance. And you'll see them in a few moments sweep up and leave that red marker float there to their starboard side. Silent Partner coming in third place there. Nice picture.
Oh yeah, beautiful sight.
It really looks like they're right close together. They're not. There is some distance. All right, here goes the lead boat. Sheeting in. Running Tide. Skipper punching it up into the wind. Let her walk, Skipper, let her walk. There they go.
All right, Running Tide clearly around first place. Legend coming up on the mark now. Still a bit to go.
I know that some regattas have rules, strict rules about commercial advertising on the sails. I'd have to pull out the rule book here and skim it to see if there's any mention of it in this regatta, but obviously we got a sponsor there on the Silent Partner. Only fair to give them a shout out.
Yep.
KFC, finger looking good. That's about all I can tell you.
Legend now around.
And they've got a sponsor too on the side of their hull, H.G. Christie Real Estate. Appreciate everybody that sponsors Sloop Sailing, whether it's on one of these A boats or one of the smaller boats, or you just participate, you come out and support the regattas, spend some money at the vendors' booths. All right, Silent Partner. Ed Sky is going a little high right now. They could ease off a bit. Silent Partner getting set to make the rounding.
And as we look out with our own eyes towards the race course, you can clearly see that the distance between first and second is now starting to be just a little bit magnified.
Definitely. Legends, even with that big sail, are unable to keep up. Trying, but Running Tide is just stepping out, just slowly increasing that distance. Going as much as a cushion as you can over the boat behind you. Silent Partner coming around now, sheeting in. You can see the guy in the back there. No winches allowed, just pulleys and rope and manpower. Like they did it in the old days. My grandfather went sponging over in the muds over in Andros. Nice shot there from the Fort Montague cam. Wind's been pretty consistent this afternoon, around 10. South, maybe a little south-southwest. Switched around a little bit from this morning. This morning was more southeast. The race committee readjusted the course, reconfigured it, and it's working out great. So we got our first two A boats around the mark, and we're going back out to Rodari and them out on the water for an update. Come on, Rodari.
All right, so what's your perspective in this race?
My perspective is going to end the same way we have it.
No
First
changes.
boat out in front, the second boat by a big margin. The second boat is in front of the third boat by a big margin. I don't think no one is going to catch anyone, and this is the way the race is going to actually end.
I was going to ask you this. Do you think if the new Courageous and the original Courageous was in this, it would be a different regatta?
By far.
Yeah?
Because you would have had two more of the top-notch boats participating, and both of those boats have good crew.
Okay.
So they would have been right up here to mix the pot up a little bit.
Yeah. That's something we're definitely looking forward to as the regatta season progresses into the new year. Looking forward to Jed and his brother bringing those boats online.
Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely for Georgetown.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
All right, back to you guys.
Okay, well, prediction from the Black Point member of the team, and Nabi was very good at predicting earlier today, and Gerard Moxie is predicting that the race is going to end in the positions that the boats are currently at without anybody catching anybody.
Yeah, and looking at the trackers here, I see 3 different lines out of the top 3 boats. Everybody's looking for that little advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so Running Tide at the top of the fleet, Legend in the center, and the Silent Partner at the bottom. They're all almost evenly across from each other, but
Tide
two
is the
bottom boats are going to have to make up some distance
Yep.
to get back to the top, because they have to get as high, at least as high as where the Running Tide currently is.
Yeah, if those 2 bottom boats were further along when they tack back, they might have an advantage. But right now, Running Tide looking pretty good there. Top of your screen. Bit of separation between the 3 of them there, laterally. Silent Partner on the bottom. She's showing pretty good speed. And we saw that on the trackers a few moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
She can get a good lift, get in close to the shore there, and come back on starboard. She might be able to make up some ground.
Barring that, it's going to be a Running Tide, New Legend, Silent Partner finish.
New Legend, digging, 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 boy. Let me tell you, I know they would like to come back and take the win away from Stefan. They got their work cut out. They can do it. But that lead boat might have to make a mistake at this point. We've still got some tactics to do to get up to the windward marker off the point there. See how the strategies pay off. Really, all the Running Tide has to do is cover the boats below him, and he shouldn't have any problem holding on to his first place.
None whatsoever. And so we're just going to ride along with the Running Tide.
Sails nicely trimmed. I don't see hardly any wrinkles in that sail. Looking real good. Both sails trimmed to the max.
Getting a question from Calvin in Canada. Why doesn't the Tidal Wave compete in the best of the best regatta? Well, the Tidal Wave has competed in a few of the best. As a matter of fact, I think she may have even won the very first best of the best, if my memory serves me right. But she's had some issues with crew, and I think the skipper was unable, Brooks Miller, unable to attend this year's regatta, and so the Tidal Wave was a no-show. But my understanding is that she will be ready and prepared for the National Family Island Regatta in Georgetown in April, and so we hope to see her there.
Yes, absolutely. It'd be great to see the Tidal Wave back in competition. Legendary boat. Many, many regatta wins.
Absolutely.
Running Tide, number 5, right at the bottom center of your screen. Holding on to a pretty good lead. Got the next 2 boats, second and third, to the leeward of her. New Legend's tacking back. Silent Partner over there, top left. Still okay. Here goes Running Tide. They're going to cover the Legend. Definitely going to cover her. Silent Partner keeps going. Even with that distance back there, Dwight, between the running tide and the new legend, they could still get dirty air back there from the running tide on the legend sail. It's amazing. You got to have a feel for it. You can feel the disruption in the air, and sometimes the only choice you have is to tack out and go off in a different direction and try to get some good clean air in your sail. Otherwise, you're just going to lose speed.
Yes. Okay, so all the three top boats are all gone back. Right now on a starboard lay as they make their way to this upwind mark for the final time. Running Tide still holding on to first place. New Legend in second. Silent Partner coming around in third.
How are you? Good, man. How are you? Yeah, so we got the trackers up. How's the speeds holding up, Dwight?
All right, Running Tide showing 5.5. Silent Partner 5.3. New Legend, one knot highest, 6.4.
Legend pouring it on, man. They got that bigger sail, you know.
Yeah, so they may still yet have a reckoning with Running Tide. The only issue is that Running Tide would have had such a tremendous gap that there may not be enough time and course to make up the difference. But stranger things have happened, as we would have seen.
We saw that earlier
in the
today.
B-class race earlier today.
Anything is possible. So, yeah, don't leave your seat right now. You want to stay tuned, keep watching. These are the big boys here. Anything can happen. We've seen it happen before. But right now, things
looking pretty good for the Running Tide. They still have a very comfortable lead.
Sure is. Wind might be dropping just a little bit. Get into the closer to sunset here. 4:30. We're about 45 minutes from sunset. It's not unusual for the wind to drop a little bit as we get closer to the sunset there. Probably not going to make too much of a difference out on the race course. Sails still look pretty full. New Legend on the heels of the Running Tide. Not as close as it looks in the shot here from the camera on top of Fort Montague. There's a distance away from those boats out there, and it just fools you. Look at the bag and the sail on the Legend.
Yeah.
They might tighten that up a little bit. I don't know, you know. I mean, I've never sailed on that boat before. Might be a little loose for upwind. Sometimes when the air drops off, you slacken it off a little bit and bag it out. Sail on the Running Tide's a little tighter across the bottom. Just see it there on the left of your screen. Number 5, right, look at the bottom down there. Might be a little tighter to the boom.
Yeah, that's just a beautiful shot from the camera.
Stefan working the puffs. You see him lift the boat up.
Yep.
See how the sail gets underneath the Legends there. They're not touching, no contact there. It's a telephoto lens thing. So Running Tide getting a little bit of a lift there. New Legend trying to hold their line.
Yep, getting that same lift as well.
Look at the belly in that sail, man. That thing is huge, boy. A1. So between the A1 and the logo on the Silent Partner sail, I'm getting hungry here, man. KFC still make the zinger. That was always a favorite of mine.
50. All right, Running Tide now. Going back on port tack. And she's going to come across the bow of the Legend. And I believe that...
Not sure if that's going to put them on ley line or not. They may have to make 1 or 2 more tacks. See when they get a little closer.
Yeah, considering how long they've been sailing, I believe that is probably going to take Stefan straight to the mark.
Yeah, I'm looking through the binoculars now. Yeah, they're a little closer to the mark than I thought they were.
Yep, and
So
there you
Running
have
Tide.
it right on your screen, coming right at you.
Yes, sir. Running Tide coming cruising into that windward marker there. Once they clear that, they'll set sail for the finish line down here, the Montague Foreshore. Stefan got his eye on the prize, that Triple Crown.
Talking about eyes, we got some comments on the Facebook page. Tiffany, Kathleen, Running Tide been this long time. They're just enjoying the ride. Stefan could close his eyes and still win. Yeah.
be that as it may, he needs to keep his focus until the end.
Got to bring it home all the way.
All right, running tide clear around the mark. Looks like they're pulling up on the main house a little bit. They might have had a little bit of a reef coming up on that windward leg there. Perhaps a little bit too much power in the sail. However they trimmed it, it worked. They held on to first place, kept the Legend behind them.
Yeah, the Legend's not even made her turn to go towards the mark as yet. And so that tells you that there is some distance between her and running tide. And so all running tide has to do at this point is just make it home without losing a man and no equipment failures. She's gonna blow away the rest of the field. Legend just now making the attack. Silent Partner still a long ways away from the final mark before they head home. And so
Running tide getting a jib out, wing on wing. Even though they got a bit of a lead, they're going for every knot, mile an hour they can get. You don't give up until you cross the finish line. You always push, push, push as hard as you can go. This is racing. No slacking off.
nope. I believe Stefan wants to beat them bad.
Yeah, the greater the distance between him and the boats behind him, yeah, more satisfying.
And here comes the Legend now, just going around in second place. And this will be her final opportunity to change the outcome of this final race. Does she have what it takes with that big sail to bear down the running tide?
Boy, Dwight, that ain't gonna happen, man.
Stranger things have happened.
I know stuff can happen and whatnot, and I'm not predicting anything here. I just, yeah.
I don't see it happening.
Tide's out there. Legend's got a bit of a distance to catch up. You know, run tide, break something, somebody falls in the water. That's one of my biggest concerns.
Yeah.
Somebody slipping and dropping into the water.
Yeah.
You got to drop your sails, slow right down, get them back on board. Meanwhile, the boats behind you are coming charging up. So, yeah, running tide, make sure none of your crew lose that grip.
Kristen Cartwright, you're just joining the broadcast. Running tide is leading by a distance. Second place is the New Legend, and third place currently Silent Partner. Fourth place Ed Sky, and fifth place Captain Gene.
All right, so we're getting ready to put a full stop on the racing here, the Best of the Best 2025 here in Montague Bay, as we finish the final leg of the final lap of the A-class race here. Sun is going down behind the trees here. Shadows are growing long. But man, what a weekend of racing we've had. I hope you race fans have enjoyed it. I sure have, sitting here in the booth, calling along with Dwight. And what a regatta it's been, man. I'm so happy to be here.
Once again, a very, very exciting time here in Fort Montague. Cap, I certainly have enjoyed the 4 days that we've spent together. I totally enjoy all of your expert knowledge and commentary on these races, what the boats are doing, what we expect them to do, what they can do, and all of the like. And so we look forward to doing it again, of course, next year. But before that, I believe we may have another engagement early in the year in Georgetown. But we'll talk some more about that later on. Let's move back to Rodari and Gerard. I think they're giving us the final on what's happening.
All right, you know, as we ride alongside Running Tide on the home stretch, we can't say enough about this regatta. I mean, we've had amazing races.
We've had great races. We had great weather. Everything worked out well. We had a good showing from our juniors.
Definitely.
They outperformed the seniors in the E-class. And some of the juniors are actually sailing the bigger boats too.
They are.
And which is a great thing for us to see and to do, because the youth program is very much alive.
Yeah, and you know what? You look at all these big boats, there's a junior sailor. and they're looking at these bigger, these older skippers, and this is what they're learning from. They're learning how to jump on these bigger boats and perform.
Right. They getting an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Because they're sailing multiple classes
Yep.
in one particular regatta.
Yep.
So it's nothing but successful.
No, it's not. It's not. It is. All right. Let's go back to you guys.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you very much for that, Cap. We have to agree, I believe, with remarks from Gerard about the junior sailors, younger sailors.
It's very encouraging.
Yep, and being able, like he said, to get a taste of each class in one regatta, because the older guys are now encouraging them and inviting them to come on as crew in the bigger boats.
This is good, man. It's only going to help progress the sport of sloop sailing, sailing in general, the national sport of the Bahamas. So whether you get your kids involved in sailing in sloops or you start them off on optimists and they move over to the sloops, it's going to be a good thing for the sport. Sailing's so much of a part of our heritage and our culture. I mean, my gosh, that's how you got back and forth between the islands on a wooden sailboat with canvas sails, pretty much like how we're sailing out here today. And yeah, it's great to keep the tradition of the wooden workboat alive. Of course, these boats are specifically built race boats, but they have the lines and the look and the feel to a certain extent of the old workboats. Like I said, like my grandpa went sponging on. And this is a good thing. Getting the youth in there, man, does my heart good to see that.
Absolutely, I totally agree with your comment. Like I started to say, we will probably meet again at the National Family Island Regatta coming up in April. We look forward to that.
Absolutely, yeah. I talked to Dallas earlier. We'd already communicated and everything. He just wanted to confirm that I'm on board. Yes, sir. I can't wait till the last full week in April when we get over to Georgetown and start calling the action again.
Yep, and likewise, we've also had the chat with Dallas, and I indicated to him that I will be more than happy to bail out of Canada and get to Exuma for those couple of days.
Get
And
some warm weather, eh?
yeah, and this year I promise I'll be there for the full 4 days.
All right.
No engagements to interrupt that, and so we look forward to that. I was talking with Josh Green, skipper of Papa, came in third in the E-class, and Josh has shown me, and I hope he doesn't mind me talking about it, but he's shown me some pictures of a new C-class that he has under construction in Mangrove Key, and he plans to deliver that to the National Family Island Regatta. So we're going to have at least one new entry. Well, of course, the Joker will be sailing for the first time as a C-class.
So a couple new entries.
Yeah, in Georgetown.
And we'd expect 30-some boats there at the National Family Island Regatta.
And, Dallas actually made a comment. He said, we're never, well, let me see if I can say exactly as he said it. What he was trying to say is that E-class is now the dominant fleet in sailing.
Unquestionably.
And he would not be surprised if we get up to as high as 50 E-class boats come April next year.
That's quite possible. They're quick to build. I wouldn't say easy, but it doesn't take too long if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I think Nabi was telling us that they have another 2 under construction in Black Point, I believe.
Man, E-class on fire in the Bahamas here.
Yeah, and we were extending the conversation with Dallas. Was like, when you get to a certain number, there's going to be too many to have one race, because at some point it becomes a little bit dangerous to have that many boats sailing.
Split them into 2 fleets or something.
And that's exactly what he was saying. Talking about doing like a double course.
Yep. Got to be a solution. Make sure everybody gets to sail. Make sure competition is even.
Yeah.
No advantages.
Yep. So we'll see how that plays out. But right now we're just waiting for this A-class race to finish. Things have not really changed in any way, other than the boats are just trotting along to the finish line. Wind seems to have dropped off just a little bit. This downwind leg taking a little bit longer to finish, but it looks like it's going to be a triple crown for the Triple Crown, and this will be his 3rd Triple Crown in a row, which is a 3-3-3. Gerard, I think, was calling off numbers earlier today about 310, and so 300 may be the number for those of you who are involved in games of chance. because Stephen Knowles is going to be a three-time champion for the third time here at the best of the best, winning C class earlier in Sassy Sue, B class in Susan Chase, and now he's about to win the A class in dominant fashion in A. B, he had to do some catching up,
Had to get around the dove.
but at the end of the day, it was still a pretty significant lead when the race was finished.
Stefan has a very impressive record. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that, you know, I think he's probably currently the top skipper sloop sailing in the Bahamas here. I mean, you know, there's several triple crowns that he's got there. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everything's got to click. You got to have good equipment. You got to have good crew.
Yep.
And Stefan, he's very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's always going to be up there in the front, not necessarily in the front, but you know, up in the top three or so. And man, I'll tell you what, he's a very impressive sailor. I got a lot of respect for him, for his skill and everything. And yeah, Stefan's really matured into a great representative of our sport.
Yes, absolutely. Totally agree with that 100%. In addition to sailing in regattas, he also sponsors quite a few of the regattas. And I know that when it comes time to assist boats in and out, he's offering his services, his crane services as well to assist. So all around, becoming an ambassador for sailing. He's calmed down a little bit, I believe,
Yes,
tempo-wise, because he used to be a real hot rod out there, and so he's maturing, really.
That's what I mentioned.
Yeah.
There he is in a traditional red cap, just surveying the scene. I know he's going to have a good time tonight ashore. Got some hardware probably to take home.
Yep.
And,
A couple of dollars as well.
What a great performance from Stephen Knowles out of Mangrove Bush, Long Island.
Running tide, and congratulations also to boat owner Scott Harden and his team. Bowman, Ian Knowles, as you can see, is basically falling asleep right now.
Yeah, Scotty's not on board today, is he?
No, Scott kind of becomes a cheerleader when Ian is around.
Okay.
Ian is the set bowman, and as you can see him there looking ahead.
Yeah.
Really just trying to make sure that they go between the buoys.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Oh, not hit a spectator boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much to worry about there. Coming into the finish line. Going to end up what an awesome regatta. The best of the best has been here 2025 in Montague Bay.
Yes.
Big thanks to the ministries, the regatta desk,
Yes.
race committee. My gosh, the race committee's done an awesome job.
Absolutely.
All the vendors out here putting out all that good food and drink. I tell you what, I've had some good food here this weekend, Dwight.
I have too.
Coming up tonight with the ceremony, the closing ceremony and the presentations. I think there's going to be some good entertainment.
Yep.
Bahamian entertainment after that. So Regatta Park going to be hopping tonight.
Well, I could tell you, I was out here for a bit last night, and this place was jam-packed with people. And so, you know, Bahamians came out to support the local entertainment and to mix and mingle with the sailors. We had a junk canoe, I think the naming or pulling of the numbers for the lineup for the Boxing Day and New Year's Day parade, so that brought some additional folks out as well. A mixture of the culture, junk canoe intertwined with sailing. Top-notch entertainment last night, including the likes of Stevie S, who I hadn't seen perform in a while.
Oh, man, he's one of my favorites. I'm sorry I missed it.
He was here, and of course, you know, KB always brings the thunder.
Oh, yeah.
And he was here as well as the show stopper. And so...
Are we going to get a cannon here, Dwight?
We're going to see. We're going to see.
Probably not the one in the fort, but I mean out there on the committee boat, man. 3 races today, and we've had no cannon for the first place finisher.
Yeah, maybe that cannon, for some reason, is not working today because you're right, we've not heard it. They're probably using just a little shotgun of some type.
Here she comes. Your winner in the A class.
There goes little Miss Scott Harding herself. Running tide. Leanne Just super happy, always a cheerleader for the Running Tide.
Absolutely.
And good to see her as well. She's coming to take her pictures for the winning boat as she comes across.
There you have it.
Running Tide.
Takes the best of the best championship in the A class.
Once again.
Right here in Montague Bay, Nassau, New Providence.
No cannon, but all the bananas. Running Tide, Stefan Knowles and crew doing it once again. The lead came down just a bit. Legend made up some of the distance. I believe that big sail in this low wind helped her quite a bit because she certainly put a bigger distance between herself and third place by catching up a little bit with Running Tide. But no threat at all to Stefan.
I'm just surprised that, the Legend, I think she won at least one race in the heats there. And
two, as a matter of fact.
Two, okay. So, yeah, so I'm going back to the sandbagging thing, Was Stefan on the Running Tide sandbagging? Or was he just, you have to wonder sometimes?
Saving the best for last.
Well, that's what he said in the post-race interview yesterday. He's going to pull out all the stops today.
Yeah.
And he sure did it in 3 classes, folks. C, B, and A. That's quite an accomplishment. I cannot say that enough. This man is a top-notch sailor and a force to be reckoned with when he's out on the race course.
Absolutely. And, it's probably to the advantage of the younger skippers that he doesn't decide to sail in E-class. He's turned it over to his son because he may be a quadruple crown. But, yeah, congratulations once again to Stefan Knowles and the crew of Running Tide. They did it. They brought home the race that they had to bring, and we've got some sweeping going on out here. Long Island sweeping the top 3 classes. Exuma fortunate enough to pick up first place in E, but Long Island doing it in A, B, and C. Stefan Knowles, once again, proving that he is the best of the best.
Yeah, so all you other skippers now, you need to up your game, get out there and practice some more, study your tactics, see if we can unseat Stefan in the next big regatta, which I think will be the National Family Island Regatta in Exuma in April.
Mm-hmm.
So you got some time to tweak your boat, practice a little bit, figure out what you're going to do to unseat this guy.
Well, we know that we're going to have some additional competition coming in at the A-class level. The old Abaco Rage is being refurbished in Exuma at the moment, and she is supposed to be on the line in Exuma as the Exuma Rage. We are hearing that the Tidal Wave will be there as well. They're going to have a good to go. So our A-class fleet is going to have at least those 2 added. And of course, we expect probably both the new and the old Courageous to be as well.
Yep. So with the 7 that we got here now, the 2 Courageouses, that's 9. And then you got the
Tidal Wave and the
Exuma Rage. There'll be 11 A boats.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it should be a good regatta in the A fleet.
And I'm not sure whether the Courageous is still sailing or not. But if she came, then that would take the number up to 12.
That would be awesome.
All right. And so I believe we're going to wait for Rodari to catch up with Stefan and get us another on-course interview with the winner.
Okay, out to the Rodari with our winner in the A class today, Running Tide.
Go, Rodari.
Guess what? 3 in a row. Super Bowl Sunday of the best of the best. We here with Stefan once again, Triple Crown champion. Stefan, what you got to say?
Well, I knew I had to beat today. Told you from pre-race, I said we just had to beat the Legend.
Yeah.
Once we got a good jump on the Legend out of the line, I wasn't worried about the rest.
Were you ever concerned?
Yeah, when we was coming out of the line, Legend's a fast boat, and then on the downwind leg, you have to watch it. If you notice good on the downwind legs, they kept gaining on us.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure we catch them and get ahead of them far enough on the upwind leg. So if we come on the downwind leg, especially these light conditions, they pass us.
Yeah.
So we just had to execute and do what we needed to do. Got the right crew on the boat. Make sure everybody do what they're supposed to do.
All right. Who you want to dedicate this one to?
Well, my dad passed away this year. We didn't do too well in Georgetown. We won Long Island, and we won here. And, one of my favorite songs is Harder They Come, Harder They Fall.
There you go.
And the great legend Jimmy Cliff just passed away about 2 weeks ago. So that song will ring tonight.
I gotta give you a joke, right? Someone said, "You clearly sleep inside the graveyard."
I asked George last night
George said.
if he knew where the graveyard is in Nassau, where the old people,
Yeah.
where the slaves them is buried.
Yeah.
He ain't know where that is.
No.
Right down there by St. Matthews.
All right, Mike.
All right, so we're going to ask each of the crew to introduce themselves and the position on the boat.
Ian Knowles, barman.
Where? Crystal Cartridge. Right, Rider.
Colin Carey, second mate.
Christian Wells.
Open your eyes. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
My name is Caden Knowles. I am Stephen Knowles' son, and I just do whatever they need me to do on the boat.
D'Angelo Burrows, Fry Rider.
All right, they're moving the running tide in position, so that's all the crew I can get. So back to you guys on shore.
All right, I believe that they're going to then go and catch up with Minister Clay Sweeting, who, I don't know, may be an unlucky charm for Captain Gene and crew because they're just bringing in the buoy right now.
Didn't work today.
But I'm sure he would have had fun nonetheless. And congratulations again to all of the A-class skippers, sailors, and boats that made it to the best of the best final, because you had to at least perform well enough to be here.
Yeah, and thanks to all the sailors for coming and bringing their boats here to the best of the best regatta. Can't do it without the sailors and the boat owners.
Yep.
So shout out to you for coming and participating. Without you, there would be no regattas.
All right, and so, I want to take a moment also to invite all of the sailing fans next year into Rollville, where we will be celebrating 82 years of regatta happening in beautiful Rollville, Exuma for the August Monday holiday. Cap, I know your crew has been there 2 years in a row, and so we are certainly once again extending an invite to your two boats out of Abaco.
That's good news, man. I'm hoping we'll be there.
We hope to see you there as well, along with some of the other sailors and sloops here. Shout out to Maureen Musgrove and the team of the Rollville Development Association, who do yeoman's job to get us some good onshore activities going on during the days of the homecoming and regatta. And so, we look forward to that as well. But quick recap of today's events. We started this morning right on time, 8:30, with the E-Class. We saw Lady Agnes put on a dominating performance with a one-man crew, Alvinton McKenzie, doing it all by himself.
Showed the E-Class fleet how to tear up Montague Bay. He took the best of the best for the E-Class for 2025.
Coming in second place along was Lady Kayla, Josh Knowles, out of Exuma as well. And the oldest skipper outside of Liam Bristol, I think, Josh Green from Mangrove Key, South Andros, sailed Papa across in third place.
And congrats to him.
Yep, top three boats. In the C-Class, we had Triple Crown starting his day with his first crown of the Triple Crown that he ended up collecting, Sassy Sue.
Sassy Sue coming into first place there in the C-Class.
Witty K collecting second place, Sacrifice collecting third place. So a sweep by the Long Island boats in C-Class. And then we moved on to what is undoubtedly the most exciting race we've had for the entire 2025 Best of the Best. The B-Class.
That was something else, man. The position changes. We thought this one had it. No, they lost it. This one come up. No, they slipped. That one comes up. Boy, oh boy, that was quite the race.
Yep, absolutely. Well, when it was said and done, once again, Stephen Knowles sailing Susan Chase came across in first place. Second place went to Ansness, who had a tremendous lead for about 3/4 of the race. At one point, she was 1 minute and 45 seconds ahead of the rest of the fleet.
Unbelievable. They lost that lead, man.
And end up
almost sinking. They took a puff of wind. Maybe the main sheet was jammed. They couldn't ease the mainsail out. They went way over on the side. We thought, sure, they would sink. There's some video on social media going around. You can see them when they heel over. The crew got right out on the bottom of the boat to keep it from going over. They saved it. And they managed to come home.
And still get a third place finish.
Yep.
So
not what they wanted, but hey, nobody got hurt and they didn't sink.
Yep, for sure, absolutely. And then, of course, we just moved up to the A class, just completed, and once again, Stephen Knowles completing the clean sweep, triple crown, running tide, first place, New Legend coming across in second place, and third place going to Silent Partner. And so, to all of my friends in Long Island, particularly those who in the NGM Major chat group, congratulations. Congratulations. Long Island at this regatta with the best of the best. You've delivered, and so congratulations.
3 out of 4 classes to Long Island, 1 to Exuma.
Yes, my good friend Ingrid Knowles up there. Della Carroll, you're the best. We're going to bounce back out to Rodari on the water, and I believe he's caught up with Captain Jean and Minister Clay Sweet.
Someone made a joke that you were trying to carry the Minister to Lutra. You weren't interested in trying to win this race?
No, man, we tried, but when the race started, we had a bit too much sail. We reached out really well, but we were not going to the wind, you know.
So it wasn't his fault?
No, definitely not. Definitely not the minister's fault. The minister did a great job riding the pride. You know, we tried. This is our first best of the best, and Captain Jean is only, well, about 18 months old, and we're sailing again against guys who have, you know, a cumulative 300-400 years of sailing, if you're going to count their granddaddy and great-granddaddy. And it's a new crew, new boat, new skipper. And, you know, we're happy that we got here, you know.
All right. Now, Minister, rank this experience on this particular A-class boat.
I mean, I always have fun. For me, it's an experience of sailing with Bahamians and team today. It's always fun.
Yeah.
The times you get to speak, talk, joke on the way. So for me, it's more than, even though you enjoy the win, for me it's just, you know, hanging out with fellas, family island fellas, you know, just joking.
Sure. Now, you know you can expect some trash talking on the land from those Long Island fellas.
Well, I know that, but I'm ready for them. Right. I'm ready.
Closing thoughts now for the whole regatta?
You know, I just want to say thank you to the sailors and the committee members and everybody who played a part in this, the ministry. I think, hands down, this has been the best of the best that we've seen. I mean, the crowd last night is the largest I've ever seen to a best of the best. So I think it speaks to the people who love sailing, Bahamians from across the country who wants to be a part of the sport and who wants to come together to enjoy a time together. So I'm excited about the preparation, and the team has been commended from everybody across the country on how hard they worked, and it was so well organized. So, and kudos to y'all. I think the tracking system was cool. I love technology, so.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Well, this closes out the Best of Best Regatta 2025. From Montague Foreshore, we'll see you guys next year.
All right, well, just going to wait for the big truck to go by. And Cap, I guess it's up to you and me to bring the closing remarks on this one.
Well, Dwight, all I can say is, man, this regatta has not disappointed from the aspect of good racing out here in Montague Bay. We've seen some real great racing, some real good sailing. The cream rose to the top, then no doubt about that, with Triple Crown taking C, B, and A. And, well, you know, what else can I say, man? Bring on Christmas and New Year's, and let's get sailing again in 2026.
All right. Well, as always, really appreciate you joining on the broadcast. And we've had a couple of guest commentators along the way. Nabi sat with us for the 4 days in E-Class. So, Nabi, thank you very much for that. We had Earl Lafleur come in a couple of days on the C-Class. Earl, thank you very much. We had Captain Dave Moxie as well yesterday, sat in on one of the races. And then we also had Rhiannon Thomas come in.
She came in a couple times.
Yep, a couple of times on the...
Tony Knowles is here for a race.
And Tony Knowles as well. And
yeah.
so, thank you all.
Yep.
Absolutely. And we once again extend thank you to the Regatta Desk, Miss Cindy Gay, and the full team there. Another great job putting off best of the best. Rodari and Gerard and Mike out on the water, bringing us their comments along the way, help guide us through and assisted with what we were delivering. The movie group and the technology that they brought in as far as the tracking. Good add-on to this year's broadcast, and the team there always very professional and doing an excellent job as well. We know they had an issue, I think, on Thursday where a seagull took out one of their expensive drone cameras. But they were
Of
able,
all things,
I'm telling you, they were able to still get a backup in place for the last 2 days, and so good job from them as well. It's always great to be here, and we look forward to this every year, planning for it, and then it comes and it's gone, it's finished.
It's all done for 2025. The best of the best is in the books, in the history books now. And so there'll be a little break in regatta sailing until early in next year. I'm not sure which is the first regatta. Maybe the Farmers Key first Friday in February. I'd have to confirm that with the regatta
I believe
test.
there's a January 10th holiday regatta as well. I think there's one in Exuma, Stuart Mount, I believe, one of the smaller committees. Nothing big, small C, a couple of C's, a couple of E's. But the biggest one that's known is they call the 5 Fs.
Yep.
First Friday, February, Farmers Key Fest. Happens in Farmers Key the first Friday in February. And after that, we get into April and the National Family Island Regatta, where we'll have all of the classes there in the next big test, and another chance for bragging rights for those who may not have gotten a prize at the best of the best. And so, I believe that's going to do it for us from here. We want to thank all of you who came out to Montague Foreshore and watched, those who tuned in to the Facebook page and to the YouTube channel and watched. Sorry we didn't get to all of the comments. And Yvonne Adley, we see you there. I'll be back in NGM chat later, so look out for me. Daryl, I see you watching as well. Daryl and Daryl. And so, we appreciate all of the comments and all the support that the various islands lend to their sailors from those islands. And so we're going to sign off for now, and hopefully we'll see you all again next year at the 2026 Best of the Best. I'm Dwight Hart, and this is Captain Plug, Stafford Patterson. When he's not here, he's in Abaco. You can look him up there as well.
And you want to be there for our next broadcast. Woo!
Good morning, sailing fans, wherever you are today. Today is the final day of the Best of the Best sailing regatta here on Montague Park.
Today is the day. Put up or shut up.
8 out of the 10 skippers, juniors. We can't speak enough about the experience that these junior sailors are getting. They're outsailing everybody, so it's really commendable. And we got 2 female sailors in the finals.
Coming flying into the finish line. Lady Agnes is going to get that gun. Lady Kayla coming in second place.
Papa is going to come across in third place. 2025 E-Class champion.
So far, it's all been Willie K, Sassy Sue.
It's a good chance that it will. Them 2 boats are the favorites going into the finals today.
Sassy Sue is through the line.
Willie K follows right behind and takes second. Sacrifice taking third.
So it's going to be a 1-2-3 for the Long Island boats today.
I think we're pretty borderline with the winds picking up. They've gotten stronger since the start of this race, and you really don't want to drive these boats in anything heavier than this.
Susan Chase.
There she goes. Congratulations.
Stephanos, number 1. Ant's Nest coming across in second place. Lonesome Dove is going to come across in third place. I'm sure the best of the best.
Very exciting.
E-Class.